What's this? A piece of toast? A pretzel stick? Popcorn? What blockhead cooked all this?
Oh, boy, she's opinionated, right? The last thing you want to be this Thanksgiving is a peppermint patty at the table. That classic scene from a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving serving as a very good reminder that drama can arise at any time when we gather with loved ones, friends, family, you know, strangers, who knows. But with so many of us reuniting for the first time in maybe more than a year, it is not a bad idea to have a plan in place to navigate what can be tricky situations that are likely to arise at some point in the evening. Sharon Schweitzer is joining us now. She is an author and an etiquette expert to help us guide us through the holiday season. We want to have a pleasurable time and leave the table grateful that we got together, not angry and hoping to never see each other again.
That's right.
So where do we begin?
Well, the first place you want to begin is with the invitation. So when that is extended, you want to make sure that people understand vaccination status. So are all the guests going to be vaccinated? What are the expectations? Make sure that's set out clearly at the very beginning so that people aren't left wondering, or they don't have to pick up the phone or send a text and ask. So setting those parameters early on really helps and makes a difference.
And then you don't have to actually ask questions that maybe people don't feel like talking about at the table either regarding that as it's become a hot button issue. What about navigating the conversations around the table, and what as a host can you do to make it as smooth as possible?
One of the best things you can do as a host or hostess is have those conversations and those topics ready to go. There's so many things happening this time of year. Nobel Prizes, best-selling book lists, sports right now are huge. So have those topics ready to go, and you can help guide your guests so that they're talking about things that are more enjoyable. Pets is always a great topic. People love to talk about our furry friends, and that'll help segue that topic into things that are enjoyable, pleasant, and bring a lot of laughter.
Yeah, that's a great idea. It seems that people don't often do assigned seating. That seems very formal. But would you recommend that so that you're able to maybe avoid what could be conflicting personalities or, you know, tense moments?
Well, if you put some humor and lightness into some seating, you can make it a lot more fun. Have the children make the little seating cards. Have them use their own handwriting, draw it, use color, use markers or crayons. When the children create it, they feel involved and they think it's a lot more fun. And the adults love to see their names done in different colors and created different ways. So that makes it a lot less formal and a lot more fun.
Oh, that's a great idea. Okay, so say somebody, you know, ignores all of these social cues and brings up politics at the table anyway. How do you redirect in a gracious way without allowing something to escalate?
Well, you know, you're always going to have those rascals who are not going to follow the host and their direction. And so what you kind of want to do with them is maybe try to segue the topic another way and say, that's very interesting. I really want to hear about Uncle Ralph and that brand new golden retriever he has. I understand that dog just went to obedience school. Tell us about that. And if that doesn't work, then maybe you can ask that individual, you know, we really don't want to hear about the pilot strike and their opinion about vaccination. Why don't you come in the kitchen with me for a minute and help me cut up the pecan pie? And see if you can't get them in the kitchen for just a few minutes and say, hey, this isn't the time or the place. I'd love to hear your opinion, but why don't we do that outside after dinner?
Thank you so much. That is a great way to handle it. And I'm looking over at Ian. If all else fails, there's the pie in the face. But you don't want to waste your good Thanksgiving pie now, do you? I know that's not proper etiquette. Sharon Schweitzer, thank you so much for joining us. Happy Thanksgiving and a happy holiday season to you. Appreciate it. And got this pie waiting for you.
You're ready.
You better zip it up.
Or always talk about the weather. That's a good way to get